If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell heard you. Sorry for the ominous and scary intro to the video, guys, but anyways, welcome to the Backrooms Explained. The Backrooms have always been something that really intrigues and interests me, so I decided to make a video on it. This video will basically just explain the Backrooms as the title implies, but anyways, sit back, relax, and if you're new here, subscribe. It's the channel's goal to be at 250,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But yeah, alright, since that's out of the way, let's get into the video. Beyond reality lies a realm where one must tread cautiously, lest they inadvertently slip into it, a phenomenon known as no-clipping or no-clip. This mysterious realm is none other than the Backrooms. It comprises endless corridors and chambers painted in hues of yellow, with musty carpets lining the floor. The Backrooms, in their plural existence, seem to stretch infinitely. What exactly are they? Where do they originate? And how does one no-clip into them? These questions will provoke many different questions, but one thing is certain. Once you find yourself within their boundless expanse, escape seems improbable. Although that's just the narrative, though it's important to clarify that the Backrooms are purely fictional, although some will debate. Originally, it emerged as a meme. The Backrooms transcended its origins to become a significant internet phenomenon. The sheer scale of its lore is insane, so I'm just going to try to encapsulate the lore in a decently long video, but not go so deep into it. I don't know. I'll just try my best to summarize the Backrooms lore. Navigating the topic of the Backrooms is a bit like walking a tightrope to some extent between two different perspectives, one from within the mythos and the other from outside of it. The lore itself is intricate and multifaceted, with no single definitive version. Each person's interpretation adds a new layer to the Backrooms complexity, because everyone can kind of have their own sort of version and layers, and there's so many different levels, but we'll get into that later down in the video. Similarly, the history of the meme that birthed the Backrooms is convoluted, spanning from its inception to its current status as an online phenomenon. So in this video, we will dive into the nature, origins, locations, means of access, and the diverse interpretations of the Backrooms. Defining the Backrooms presents a challenge, as the Backrooms defy conventional understanding. These spaces exist beyond the confines of reality, operating in ways contrary to our typical spatial expectations. They stretch indefinitely, forming loops, twists, and turns that defy conventional logic. They seem to fold in on themselves, shifting and relocating in manners unfathomable to our minds. Claims suggest they span an area of 600 million square miles, yet this figure might merely serve as an approximation or analogy, attempting to grasp the Backroom scale beyond our usual comprehension of distance and area. Time within the Backrooms operates on a peculiar scale as well, where moments can stretch into eternity or pass in the blink of an eye. The appearance of the Backrooms vary, though they often resemble the epitome of a neglected, outdated office building. These spaces consist of a labyrinth of corridors and rooms tinged with a sickly yellow hue, adorned with aging carpets and questionable wallpaper. Harsh fluorescent lights cast an incessant hum, illuminating sparsely furnished areas occasionally adorned with solitary pieces of furniture. Notably, the Backrooms lack windows, although their appearance isn't always consistent. At times they take on an industrial aesthetic, constructed from concrete with pipes and condensation-laden surfaces. Alternatively, they may morph into entirely different environments, resembling kind of like these level things, resembling a hotel, a study, an arcade, or even a parking lot. So The variability depends on the individual's perspectives and preferred organizational systems, which we'll delve into shortly. Should you ever stumble into the backrooms, it's crucial to understand that you might not be alone. Among the labyrinth of corridors, you may encounter fellow wanderers like yourself, but also entities that have always resided within these unsettling spaces. These entities, often non-human in appearance, defy conventional understanding. It's advisable to steer well clear of these entities if possible. Should you perceive any sort of unsettling sounds or presences, it's best to quietly retreat in the opposite direction. The backrooms have these weird creatures everywhere, but it's best avoided if all possible, though admittedly you may not always have the luxury of choice whether or not to encounter these entities. The first system of the backrooms, as described by the r/the backrooms subreddit, asserts that there are no levels, just the backrooms, although some will argue that there are levels to the backrooms, like thousands of them. So, it's debated. But in essence, this perspective suggests that every aspect perceived as a level within the backrooms is simply a part of the backrooms as a whole, without the need for further categorization or exploration. The second system, referred to as the 3-level system, says that the backroom consists of 3 distinct levels. The first level embodies the classic backrooms environment, characterized by, yellow hallways, musty carpets, and an endless maze-like quality. The second level, darker and more perilous than the first, often adopts an industrial appearance. Finally, the third level represents the darkest, most industrial, and most dangerous tier of the backrooms, posing a significant risk to anyone who ventures into it. The third system, commonly known as the extended lore, proposes an infinite number of levels within the backrooms, each unique and extending endlessly downwards with totally different levels and concepts in each one. This concept draws parallels to the House of Leaves system, reminiscent of the ever-shifting interior of the house on Ash Tree Lane described in the Navison Record portion of the book. The wiki.canon serves as a primary source of information for this system, framing the backrooms within the framework of the extended lore and having thousands of levels or hundreds of levels. I don't know, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there just going over every single level in the backrooms, and they're like 20 hours long. It's crazy. I don't know, there's so much backrooms lore. And anyways, now let's get into where the backrooms came from. The first piece of content crucial to the backrooms emergence is an image, the iconic backrooms image that has become synonymous with the concept. This image was initially shared by a user as part of a thread titled Unsettling Images, where they requested others on the board to contribute disquieting pictures that evoke a sense of unease. What set this particular image apart was its depiction of a location, prompting subsequent images shared in the thread to also feature eerie, empty, and foreboding places that, while lacking overt threats, exuded an unsettling aura like a liminal space. Interestingly, the appearance of this image in 2019 wasn't its first appearance on 4chan. It actually surfaced over a year prior, on April 22nd, 2018, within a thread simply titled Cursed Images, lacking any additional context. However, its repost in 2019 with the aforementioned thread seeking unsettling images sparked the creation of the second crucial element in the backrooms genesis. The second crucial element was the text accompanying the image in response to the image shared in the 2019 Unsettling Images thread. One user inquired, "What is that?" Another user promptly responded with the following: "If you're not careful, and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented, empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you." And that sounds familiar because that's the first thing you heard in this video, but it's a good quote, and I feel like it was a decent way to get into the video and set the vibe, I guess. But anyways, within 2 days, someone, though their identity remains unknown, merged the original image with this text into a single image macro. It surfaced in a new thread on 4chan where the poster sought an explanation of the backroom, stating, "Saw this on a previous thread and it's got me intrigued." From there, the macro proliferated, evolving from a meme into an expansive, collaborative, fictional universe. Remarkably, these two original pieces encapsulate everything that defines the Backrooms mythos. The terminology, the mode of arrival, the visual aesthetics, and other sensory details, the vast and seemingly endless expanse, the enigmatic nature of it all. And perhaps most crucially, the suggestion of other entities whose intentions may not be benign. The precise location of the backrooms in time and space remains largely unknown, if not entirely unspecified. What we do understand is that they exist outside the reality we typically inhabit, and one can inadvertently stumble into them from virtually any location. Admittedly, this might seem like an unsatisfying answer, but it's the reality of the situation. The upside is that the open-ended and flexible nature of the concept allows you to kind of craft your own interpretation if you like that sort of thing. And I think that's why the Backrooms took off so much, because you really can shape it into such a crazy, weird thing. In terms of the original Backrooms photograph, the question, "Where are the Backrooms?" typically refers to the location where the image was captured. Unfortunately, this too remains a mystery. Despite the efforts of diligent internet sleuths, the exact location of the original Backrooms photograph has yet to be definitively identified. Various locations have been proposed though, including an office in Montana, an address on Main Street in Odensburg, New York, or possibly somewhere in Canada, but those are all very, very broad, locations. However, conclusive identification of the precise location of the original photograph remains elusive. But to be honest, I think that the iconic image may not be a photograph though, at all, but rather a piece of artwork in a sense. It could even be the result of a procedural generation, a method that can automatically generate limitless virtual architecture, among other things, such as, AI generation. Ultimately though, the true origins of the background image, whether it's a photograph, a piece of art, a combination of both, or something entirely different, remains uncertain. The mystery surrounding its origin only adds to the intrigue and fascination surrounding the Backrooms concept. Alright, now let's get into entering and exiting the Backrooms. Entering and exiting the Backrooms is accomplished through a process known as no-clipping, a concept familiar to many who spend time playing video games. Originally utilized by developers as a means to test games efficiently, allowing them to quickly navigate to specific areas for debugging purposes, no-clipping became popularized in the 1990s as a player cheat. By accessing the debug mode or developer console of a game and inputting a code, players could activate no-clip mode, enabling their character to bypass collision detection and move freely through walls and solid objects. Within the Backrooms mythos, no-clipping serves as a method for entering these otherworldly spaces. Once no-clipped into the Backrooms, individuals find themselves immersed in an environment characterized by the stench of old moist carpet, the unsettling monotony of yellow surroundings, and the incessant hum of fluorescent lights. So they're basically just saying you can no-clip in real life and not just video games. In the more specific part of the Backrooms and getting into the Backrooms is that you don't really choose to no-clip into them. You just kind of meet a specific set of conditions or situation that increases the likelihood of no-clipping into it. So it's always an accident. According to the extended lore, walls in abandoned buildings that appear slightly darker, doors that seem out of place or lead to nowhere, and areas that evoke a sense of unease or discomfort may serve as potential entrances to the Backrooms. Certain individuals have also reported accessing the Backrooms through lucid dreamings. Once inside the Backrooms, most individuals find themselves in what believers of the multiple level system term level 0. This level typically consists of endless yellow walls, grimy carpeting, and an overwhelming sense of dread as we've gone over before. For those who reject the notion of levels, this environment still represents the quintessential Backrooms experience. It just lacks the, hierarchical design of level 0 and doesn't lead to other levels. As for what's found inside the Backrooms, it varies depending on the system one subscribes to or the individual's personal headcanon. The Backrooms may contain a variety of environments, entities, and phenomena, ranging from mundane to surreal depending on the interpretation. For members of r/true Backrooms, the Backrooms adhere strictly to the parameters set by the original 4chan image and accompanying text. A true Backroom is characterized by dull, monotonous colors, preferably yellow, fluorescent lights emitting a buzzy noise, a musty scent reminiscent of old carpet, and an overall appearance that feels unsettlingly bland. These rooms lack windows, natural light, extensive furnishings, doors leading outside, skylights, entities, specialized rooms, multiple levels, and other features, and that's kind of like the basic, first concept of the Backrooms. The original subreddit's guidelines notably specify the absence of entities within the Backrooms. However, it's kind of hypocritical because the original text does imply the presence of creatures or entities with the line, "God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell heard you." So this suggests the potential existence of entities, although encountering them is not guaranteed. And so, maybe you'll run into one. I don't know. Especially in it kind of gets iffy around the original subtext, whether or not there are entities. It just gets iffy. It kind of depends on the person. And for proponents of r/true Backrooms, it's more about the ominous atmosphere and the possibility of unseen threats rather than direct encounters. So that's more of the accepted one, I guess. In contrast, followers of the extended lore system embrace a more expansive view of the Backrooms, where virtually anything can be found within its labyrinth depths. This system allows for a wide range of interpretations and possibilities, so you can basically run into anything. I mean, the extended lore of the Backrooms basically has anything you can imagine. I mean, it has so many different levels and so many different entities, I guess. So, it's two very differing ones from the original Backrooms and the extended lore of the Backrooms. The Backrooms of the extended lore edition, I guess, consist of infinite levels, with some known and many yet to be discovered. These levels fall into 3 categories. Normal levels, which are as normal as any level in the Backrooms can be. Sub-levels, which typically are situated between main levels and designated with fractions or decimals, and secret levels, which lack ordinal placement and are difficult to locate in relation to other levels. So, this lore goes deep. While some levels resemble level 0 in terms of their sense of abandonment and incompleteness, others feature distinct environments. Examples include the suburban setting of level 9, the lunar landscape of level 37, and even a Chuck E. Cheese style pizza restaurant and arcade known as Roller Rockin' Pizza on level 40. Levels vary in safety, with Class 1 representing the safest and Class 5 as the most perilous. Transitions between levels vary. Moving from level 0 to level 1 requires no clipping through reality, similar to entering level 0 from the regular world. However, from level 1, there are 2 ways to access other levels: wandering long enough to find extended hallways leading to level 2, or traversing through holes in the walls to reach level 19. From level 19, access to other levels is limited to a rusted, damaged door located in an area with a higher roof. This door can be forced open with enough effort and may lead to one of 5 different levels: level 1, level -2, level 5, level 12, or level 20. So, this stuff gets confusing, dude. But it's fun to learn about, and let me know if you'd like to see a Backrooms levels explained or something like that in the future, where I'm like, level 1, this happens, level 2, this happens, level 3, this happens, and go through level 100 or something. I think that'd be a fun video. Anyways, let me know what you think of that down below. Navigating the Backrooms in the extended lore edition is complex, and each level offers a unique experience. Without advanced knowledge or guidance, explorers often find themselves navigating blindly, which can be risky. Venturing into unfamiliar territory may lead to unexpected and potentially dangerous situations. Special rooms are scattered throughout various levels, characterized into different types. Although documentation is limited, some rooms like the Manila room on level 0 are relatively benign, while others serve as refugees or supply caches such as Trader's Vault on level 1 or Office Space EL3A on level 2. However, some rooms like Headquarters on level 11 can be hostile, while others like Mark's Bathroom on level 2 are simply bizarre and best avoided. I mean, like I said, this stuff goes deep. Like, who would know extended Backrooms lore gets this deep? It's crazy. Within these levels and rooms, encounters with other beings are possible. These entities may or may not be human, may have their own agendas, and may be natives to the Backrooms or recent arrivals like the Explorers. Some groups within the Backrooms aim to remodel or document the environment, with the Wikidot possibly being the work of one such group known as the Major Explorer Group, or the MEG. And the Major Explorer Group has compiled a list of persons of interest, individuals significant within the Backrooms for various reasons. Some are former MEG operatives like the Rat Master or Dr. Shields, while others like Kuoliva or the Oneronaut operate independently. So, this goes, I can't tell you how many times this goes deep. Blurring the line between individuals and entities is Simon Itteric, appearing human but possessing a virus like hive mind. Entities within the Backrooms are numerous and diverse, resembling the SCP Foundation's anomalies. The Wikidot documents nearly 200 of these otherworldly creatures found across different levels, ranging from benign to hostile. They require careful navigation. Some entities, like the Artist on level 57, offer aid and their rules are followed. However, encountering entities like the Smilers, who appear as childlike drawings glowing in the darkness, is perilous. They attack when wanderers panic or make noise, with no survivors of close encounters known to exist. Navigating the Backrooms requires caution, especially regarding entities like the Partygoers, known for their cunning tactics in luring prey. Levels like Level Fun and Level 188 should be avoided, as well as any balloons or confetti found within. Additionally, beware of smiley faces on Wiki.pages, pages, as they may indicate partygoer interference, leading to a transformation into one of them within an hour. While the Backrooms complexity can be daunting to say the least, the 3-level system offers a middle ground between simplicity and depth. While me personally, I just like the original Backrooms because it's way more digestible than the infinite levels of the extended lore of the Backrooms, but with it gets progressively dangerous levels in the presence of otherworldly beings. So, like the 3-level system is the best for, I guess, quote unquote beginners of the Backroom, I guess, who are trying to get into the lore. But, the 3-level system provides the best balance and experience without the intricacies of entities, persons of interest, or factions found in the extended lore edition. Although, once you have entered the Backrooms, there does not appear to be a way to return to the real world. If you find yourself in the Backrooms, you'll best get comfortable, or as comfortable as you can, at least, because odds are you're going to be there for a while. And alright, thank you for watching the Backrooms Explained video. This one was weird for me because it's not like a Reddit Stories video or an Icebergs video. This one's like independent video. I've never done this before. So let me know what you think down below, if I did a decent job or a bad job, or how you enjoyed it, period. So yeah, please leave your feedback down below. I read every single comment, so please let me know what you think down below. And thank you for watching to the end. And yeah, until next time, see ya.